Welcome back to Great Day Live. People with special needs often rely on family members and others for assistance in their daily lives. Unfortunately, these caregivers might not always be around to help. Therefore, it is imperative that loved ones of special needs individuals take the steps to ensure that they are cared for in the future. Our next guests from Berkley and Oliver Attorneys are here to tell us more about the importance of special needs planning and the services they offer to do just that. Welcome back to the show. Of course, again, it's always great information to have, but these are also hard conversations to have too.
Yeah.
So Amy, why is it just so important for families who have special needs children to kind of consider this planning?
The first thing we always think about is individuals with special needs likely qualify for certain government benefits, whether it's federal or state. But those benefits also come with restrictions, like income and asset restrictions. And so we don't want someone who may inherit something from someone else, from a loved one, to lose all of their benefits and their assistance. So we want to make sure and protect that.
And I'm sure your first piece of advice is get on top of this as soon as you can.
That's right. Failing to plan is really not an option for people, especially when they have young children that have special needs. They want to make sure that everything is structured from their life insurance to their estate plans in such a way that they know those kids are going to be taken care of if something were to happen to them.
And of course, we have to think about the worst case scenario. So what are some of those things that can go wrong if people don't consider this planning?
Well, as I said, they could lose out on their government benefits. There are some, you may hear Michelle P. waiver. It's a community-based service that helps people to be able to live in the community, but it's got a 3 to 5 year waiting period. So they can lose out on that. And they could lose out on possibly Social Security, disability, their income, and their independence is one of the things.
Yeah. With proper planning, what you can make sure of is that you leave your inheritance to your special needs relatives in a trust or in some way like that.
Okay.
And that money is then available to give them extras in life, to make their life better when you're not here to take care of them anymore, rather than the government saying, no, they have to spend all that down to basically nothing to be able to qualify back for their government benefits again.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure you kind of run into that too. And those, again, are difficult conversations to have and are so heartbreaking too. So you hit on a trust, but what are some other things to have in that plan to really make it a well-rounded plan?
Well, once again, if we're talking about minor children, you want to make sure that you have a will in place to also appoint not just how are their finances going to be taken care of, but who's going to take care of the kids, who's going to be their guardian in an instance like that.
Anything else for you to add?
Honestly, just making sure that someone will be there to take care of them. And even if it's somebody, it's an adult who ends up in a place where they need special needs, there are plans that we can set in place that will protect them as well. Just give them stability and care that they need as they age forward.
Isn't it kind of a good idea to not just leave it up to just one person too? Do you see kind of like multiple people kind of being involved with this too?
Yeah, it depends on the circumstance, but it absolutely can be good to have more than one person to be able to assist, and also to, I would say, have sort of a chain of command.
Yeah.
So who's the first person? But what if that person isn't able? What if something happens to them? Then who steps up to manage the finances or take care of the person?
I think having the conversation is, of course, the number one step. But yeah, asking those tough questions of who is going to be there, who is going to be around to help. And so you guys are also ones to be involved in that plan too. So how can people just get in touch with you to kind of get that conversation going?
Well, if they'd like to talk to us, they can call us at 502-205-9005.
All right. Thank you so much for coming on today. Again, really great information. So to get in touch with their team, you can call the number on your screen or go online to berkleyoliver.com.